So AMD at the open, was down a little bit, but really opened as a, sold off, but came up just above the VWAP, and I really liked that. But at the same time, it was gapping down. It was not really volatile deal. So I took a small share size at 94 to see if it can pop up to the previous day close. It did go up, but it really didn't. Guys, good morning, Bearable traders. Hello, and Andrew is back from Portugal after missing 1 week of trading. I went for a trade running race in Azores Island. Beautiful place. It's like Hawaii, but it's very different from Hawaii. It's just they're all volcanic islands. They belong to Portugal, and it's just amazing. The food is great, the people are nice, and it's cheap, and just beauty and everything was amazing. So during the time that I was not trading, Thor and Jared agreed that they take over the open trading, and it's almost 1 week, at least 1 week a month. Thor and Jared do the trade opening. I know there's a lot of demand for them to see their live trading and commentary, so that's an opportunity for you. Next month, I'm going to go to Norway for another race, so that's another opportunity for you guys to see their live trading. So, and I heard a lot of great things for you. Brian is in Peru right now. He's climbing, he's trekking Machu Picchu with his son. So I'm going to, his a newsletter, I'm going to post a couple of pictures as well. Today, I had the honor to trade with Thor. So the market's really volatile last week. Obviously, everybody knows why. Today, nothing was really hitting the scanner, and I just put the usual suspect on my gappers watch list, like AMD, QQQ, TQQ, NVIDIA, Apple, Tesla. These are the usual suspects. They're really volatile stocks. So AMD at the open, was down a little bit, but really opened as a, sold off, but came up just above the VWAP, and I really liked that. But at the same time, it was gapping down. It was not really volatile deal. So I took a small share size at 94 to see if it can pop up to the previous day close. It did go up, but it really didn't get the follow through, came down, and I got a stopped out. So that was a small loss, but that was a very small, share size, like 500. And then it went down, and then it suddenly whole market bounced back with the heavy volume that I saw. And then I jumped back in there at 94.39, heavy size, popped up toward the previous day close, sold some, and then on the pullback I added more again, heavy, all the way up to 95.60. So that was essentially one trade. But what I did was let me bring the Epic pen. So what I did was added on the way down, and yeah, that turned out to be, where's my pen? Oh yeah, it's here, sorry. Yeah, so that was so that's essentially one trade with one add in between. And then this was the trade that I got stopped out, and that was enough for me to make a really good money. I could did the same trade on Netflix as well, but I just got out of the Netflix. Same thing. When it popped up, I got out of, went long, but I got out of Netflix because I just didn't get the follow through Netflix. I really didn't like it. But this is a kind of a same move that QQQ as well did. So it's around here. So you could potentially trade TQQ as well. Again, these are all really correlated assets. I just happened to see AMD, and that was it for me. That was a really nice trade, and now I'm sitting at $10,000 and $800 profit. So AMD and Netflix, both of them were profitable, and that was really good, solid for me. And then after that I stopped trading. No more trades for me right now. We're seeing that IWM is green and Qs are trying to bounce. SPY trying to bounce. Obviously, both of them are IWM and QQQ are deep into the bear territory, down 30%. SPY is just hovering over 20% until the correction territory. Bonds have started moving up. IEF and TLT is for 20 years treasuries. They're going up. When you look at their charts, they started to move back. And so that's something that the bond is kind of reversing. So Thor, what did you do? I know you did a couple of really amazing trading.
I had some real fun trades. First off, before I get into those, I just want to say, killer watching you trade today. I thought you did great. Dodged a huge bullet on Netflix. I mean, you got into that. I like your signals for long, but you saw it go in the other direction. You got a little profit on that, managed to dodge what would have been a big drop if you hadn't, right? AMD, good cut on AMD to get back in it and profit earlier. So I really like that. For me, I've played two tickers today. NIO and Rocket. NIO, I started off at the open. It was losing. I play R4 as kind of a move back into value quite a lot. So when NIO lost it and started moving down heavily, I shorted under R4 using R4 as my stop. And I got a really nice drop down at the previous day's close, basically, and then I went all out when it squeezed up really hard, and then I tried one more short later when it was holding under pre-market high for a move back down to VWAP, which I got. But then when it squeezed back up, I went out at break even there. So, and then I'm in on Rocket. Rocket got called out by Pivot Bot. For all of you who haven't had a chance, we have a Pivot Alerts bot that it fires in, put together by the BBT family, and basically just throws out some Camarilla pivot related alerts, and it called out Rocket extended above R4. So I went ahead and shorted Rocket at the open price. And took it back to R3 for my first partial, which was really nice. You know, I was running, you know, less than a 10-cent risk on that one as far as distance goes, and you know, managed to capture about 50 cents worth of move. So really solid move already, and I'm added into that. And right now, the chart actually looks a little bit better than it does in that screenshot. We're about at 828 now, so we're looking a little bit more my direction, but we'll see. I might get squeezed out of this one, but good profit, 2 trades all in. Solid day for me. I'm up about 6 or 7 R myself, so I only trade $100 per trade, so do the math, you figure out where I'm at.
Perfect.
But that's it for me.
No, that's excellent. So make sure to follow the Pivot bots in Twitter, because you're going to get that. And I think they were working to have it into the chat room as well. Potentially you can actually see the alerts in the chat room as well automatically. That's an amazing thing that Thor and a couple of traders actually developed. So yeah, so that's it. You know, I'm actually sharing the Rocket trade as well. It's a really amazing short, right? That previous close is 844. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, Thor, thank you so much for that. Both of them. I'm going to post that. So AMD is 97. Oxy is, you know, again, oil is at $110. And Oxy's was a trade that I think a lot of traders actually did Oxy, including Jared, right at the open, strong 64. Now it's at 67.30. So I didn't play that. I don't like the Oxy for a scalp, but it was an obvious move that is going to go up like crazy. Thank you so much, guys. So today, for all the new traders, guys, we have the onboarding session. Again, there's a jungle out there. They're eating you alive in the financial market. So, you know, the community helps you to navigate this, to benefit from the opportunities. It seems easy, but it's really not that easy. It's very deceptive trading. So make sure to come to the onboarding with Carlos and Mike, and you know, ask your questions and see how you can set up your trading to be able to trade like that. And then we have the strategy tomorrow, and then Wednesday psychology. I'm actually doing a presentation on Wednesday psychology. I'm going to send a newsletter. If you have any question, comment on YouTube, guys. Again, it was an honor. Thor, thank you so much. And yeah, all the best.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. See you around.